forefather, you know what I'm saying? One of our forefathers, he was wicked. You know what I'm saying? He is the wicked one, but he had a job too. You feel what I'm saying? He had a job too. His father taught him well, but he did not hearken. That's the story of Cain. All right. Now I want to show y'all something real quick. I got this book, and I want to show y'all how sometimes you might, be a warrior or a soldier, but it can still kind of throw you off your game when you don't, you know, you don't understand what your role is, what your purpose is. All right, so I want to read something for y'all real quick. This is called Code of the Samurai. All right, Code of the Samurai. Now, these samurai men, they were warriors, just like us Israelite brothers. Just like us Israelite brothers. We were warriors in times past, in our past lives. But just like these samurai, they had to learn how to get a job, a regular job. And they had to war in the mind and in the spirit. We have to get regular jobs now. We have to war in the mind and spirit. No matter how much you want to fight, fight back and, get a gun and do all types of nonsense. You can't fight this fight. This new fight that we're fighting, brothers and sisters. This is not a fight, a physical fight. Paul said this is a spiritual warfare. So now you have to learn how to fight with this. You have to learn how to fight with this, with the laws. Not by might, right? But by the Most High Spirit. That's what he said. All right. So let's look at this. Let's look at this. I want to show y'all something real quick. How hard it is sometimes to get a regular job and just stay there when you're a warrior. But you got to learn how to do certain things differently. You got to learn how to war differently. So look at this. Samurai were expected to remain military, prepared for the off chance their killing skills should suddenly be required. All right. The reality of their existence meant that they were relegated to the dominion of salary bureaucrats. All right. So these samurai, when the time of the samurais was over, they were regulated to being a regular bureaucrat or a politician or something like that. They didn't know how to cope. We're warriors. We want the kingdom, right? We want the kingdom. But you have to learn how to get the kingdom in a godly manner. Sometimes this might be shackled, bro. Sometimes this might be shackled. So you have to learn how to use this. You have to learn how to use this. They can't shackle everything. You feel what I'm saying? The way the Most High made us and fashioned us, they can't shackle everything. So you have to keep pressing on chosen seed of God, we're going through some things right now, but guess what? Most High blessing us because we getting ready to roll. We getting ready to steamroll this thing on out. You know what I'm saying? And we were looking, very mighty in the beginning, but now we're kind of, we're going through some bumps in the road. But that don't mean we stop. That just means you keep fighting, but you gotta fight in different ways. You might have to fight in bringing your finances together. You might have to fight in getting a second job. You might have to fight in putting in extra hours at night. You know what I'm saying? The greatest people, and I'm gonna say this, in any occupation that you may have, career field or whatever you do, whether you are at-home wife, at-home mother, whether you a man that works and you fly across the nation every day, here's the key. The ones that wake up early, go to sleep late, and they better their skills and resources, those are the ones that are successful. All right? It's prudence and it's endurance that makes you successful. It's the willingness to be better and get better what makes you successful. Jordan then ran 6 straight championships by just simply being skilled. No, you got to use those skills to get better. You got to better sharpen your sword. If you know the commandments and you know the scriptures, you still got to study. You got to study daily. I'm going to read you a scripture just to show you. You still got to study. Just because you know a few scriptures don't mean, okay, I study once a week or I study a few scriptures once a day. No. I remember KJV, they had this thing where you read three chapters a day. That's enough. That's sufficient to build you up. You know what I'm saying? 3 chapters a day is sufficient. But sometimes you got to go a little bit further than that. Go into the areas of your learning with the truth, with the knowledge of God. Go into the areas that you don't really tackle or hear about too often. For instance, you know some things about Christ, right? But dig a little deeper. How much money did Christ make from being a carpenter? What did Christ do with the money that he made? You feel what I'm saying? And we're sticking with careers today. We're talking about jobs. So what else was Christ skilled at? Was it just carpentry? Or what else was he skilled at? Was it pottery? You feel what I'm saying? Go into the deep basics. I call them the deep basics because these are facts that we need to know about our culture to be able to proudly say that we're Israelites. You feel what I'm saying? You shouldn't go to a Christian and they can tell you everything about your culture. You have no idea. Know the small, deep basics. These are deep basics. Like just knowing Christ came from Judah, that's a deep basic. Hebrews 7:14, right? All right, so let's keep reading. Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So you should meditate in these scriptures day and night, not just for a few hours, not for 1 or 2 hours a day and night. Hell, I don't feel right if I'm not in it all day. If I got a day off from work, like today, for example, when class is over, I'm gonna look up something that I've always wanted to know because it's so much I want to know. It's so much I want to know. So I'm gonna dig deeper. You know what I'm saying? But you have to do it in moderation. It's just like when you eat candy. You can't eat all the candy you want. But when you learn about the scriptures, you have to do it in moderation. Some of the brothers that I deal with, they want to know about the book of Josephus and the book of Enoch and all that other stuff. I want to know about it too. I even was about to buy a Bible, right? Dig this, y'all. I was about to buy a Bible. And it had the third book of Ezra in it. I said, do I want to get this? Nah, not right now. Not right now. But I am going to get it. But I have to be rooted in this so I don't end up like them Israelites that smoke weed and read the Bible at the same time. So I don't end up like them Israelites that don't wear their fringes and read the Bible at the same time. So I don't end up like them Israelites that be talking to everybody on their job about the truth and then end up homeless, broke, and starving. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do that. And we're going to get into that a little later. How to be mindful when you're on the job as an Israelite, not to lose your job. All right. So let's keep rolling, y'all. Let us keep rolling.